And welcome back to Woodsley Bees. I've still got a bit of a cold. It is March 14th, it's 17 degrees Celsius, and the bees are out like crazy today. I've got some pollen substitute, I've got a little pollen camera down here, and I've been freezing the frames from the dead outs and storing them, and then bringing the boxes out which have some residual honey on them and whatever, and they've been rubbing that out. And that's what they're doing right now. Check this out. So I am also a woodworker, so I do a lot of woodworking, and I just made these yesterday and I finished them today. These are similar to what David Burns has, top feeder boards. So I made a couple of them for the 2 hives that I have remaining after the loss of 3 of my hives. These are going to go on the top of my hive. This will be toward the back of the hive with the opening, and then I can put a jar of feed on the top. And I also just use these, and I can basically cover up the hole if I'm not using both of them, which I'm not going to be. I'm just going to put 1 jar in. Now I could put pollen patty down on the other one if I wanted to, but honestly they're getting so much pollen from the pollen substitute that I'm putting out that that's not really a concern. What I want to do is open up the top and take the top board off, the inner cover, replace it with this, and give them some liquid feed. Now I've got 2 jars of liquid feed, sugar water 1:1, and I've also put a shot of Honeybee Healthy in there. I didn't put any pollen in there, pollen substitute powder. First of all, I find it doesn't mix very well with water, and secondly, again, they've got so much out here that I don't think they really need it. So I'm going to grab my hive tool because I forgot it, and then we'll get into these hives. We're not going to go into the frames, I don't think, but I want to get onto the top board and have a look inside at the top of the frames. Maybe there's so many bees in this hive they need another box before they start swarming, because swarm season is coming up real soon. And I do have a couple of swarm traps, and I have noticed bees kind of checking them out. There's a nuke box next to me right here, and the bees are on that checking it out. But let me get a hive tool, I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got 2 different types of hive tool. This is my preferred, the J hook. This is okay too, but the J hook's my preferred tool. So let's take the top off. Now I have a Hive Alive in here. They haven't really been going after it that much, so I think I'm going to put it aside. There's quite a bit of moisture in this sugar, as you can see, so I want to get that out of here too. Remove the moisture out of this hive. So I got some smoke here. I'm gonna lift this up, give them a little bit of smoke. Yeah, there's quite a bit of moisture here and a few dead bees. Very wet. I want to remove that, get that moisture out of there. And we're going to add more moisture by giving them feed, but I think that will be okay. Alright, we'll give them a little bit of smoke here, knock them down. This will be the first time I'm opening this hive since last year. A little bit of smoke underneath. and it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. It looks dry in there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 full frames of bees. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove 7 full frames of bees. I'm going to remove these strips, and I'm going to put new strips in, fresh strips for the hive beetles to get rid of those guys. Now this is the hive that had a ton of hive beetles in last year. They had a real problem with hive beetles, and I'm just so happy to see what's going on in here. It looks great. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this on real quick just to keep them warm. This will be their new top cover for a little while, and I'm just going to get some Swiffer pads. Alright, so I'm going to give them some Swiffer pads. That's just for the small hive beetles. They get their legs stuck in them, and they get trapped in the Swiffer pads. Now I'm not seeing any small hive beetles running across the board, so that's good. It's good that I don't see that, but it's good to be prepared. The wind's blowing a little bit, which is kind of annoying. I don't think they're quite ready for a box, although with all the foragers that are out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of 8 frames of bees. I probably could give them another box. Probably could. Let's just have a look under the oil, in the oil traps. Oh, let's just crush these, because sometimes the small hive beetles will be kind of hiding underneath the lip of the oil trap, like that one. And there's a bunch in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think I saw one run down when I took that out. And there's a few in this as well. We'll leave that for now. I think these guys could use another box actually, because like I say, there's 8 frames. When you get 80%, you want to put another box on. So, and with all the foragers out, you know, who knows how many bees will be in here when they come back, because there are literally hundreds or thousands of bees out front of the hive. So I'm going to put another box on this. Okay, so I have a box here with frames in it. There's some honey and some space with comb that's good for laying and what have you. So I'm going to put that on real quick because there's so many bees here. I don't want them rubbing it out. Now there's the hive body. What I do have to do is get 3 more frames to fill that. So I'm going to go get 3 more frames to fill this box, and then they can start moving up. And yeah, like I say, there's honey, there's pollen, there's no signs of any disease, foul brood or anything weird like that, so they'll be good. So I'm going to get 3 more frames, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I grabbed 3 frames from the shed, again from the dead outs. This one is just waxed with nothing really on it. This one has got some comb built, a little bit of honey stores and comb built there. And this one is some nice comb built on both sides, a little bit of honey there as well. So these frames are really going to help this colony to expand without the need to swarm. But you know, swarms happen. So I'm going to put these frames in there. I'm going to put some feed on top as well. Really help these guys out. Oh look, I'm still a frame short. I need one more frame. Alright, so I found another nice frame of drawn out comb. For the most part, it still needs a little bit more on this side. I'm going to put that in the end here. The bees are already coming up, checking out the new expansion to their hive. Okay, and we're going to put a feed jar right there. Beautiful. And we're going to put a box and then the cover. Alright, and then this cover, this box. The girls need to get out of here. Come on girls, out you go. Out you go. Come on. You can't stay in there. I don't even like losing one bee to this. Okay, alright, cover goes on. And all of a sudden, there's another bee in there. Come on, out you go. Alright. And there we have it. Okay, so now we're into this hive, which was always hive number 1. And we're going to do the same thing. Now if you look in here, there's sugar here as well that's solid, but it's not wet like it was in the other hive. So I think that was a good thing to get rid of that wet sugar from the other hive. I'm going to pull these down because I don't know if I'm going to be adding a box to these as well or not. Now they already have 2 boxes. There's a ton of bees up here. Yeah, so there's a ton of bees right here in the Hive Alive pack, but I'm going to be taking that today from them. And because I want to give them some sugar water instead. A couple of dead bees. Okay, 5 dead bees. There you go. Thank you for your service, girls. All right, let's get into this hive. So we'll just pop a corner and blow a little smoke in there. And we'll see what we got. Now these hives both had new queens last year. Alright, so there's a good amount of bees in here. They're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 frames. Not like packed, but they're on a bunch of different frames. So that's great. We'll get rid of that sugar, I guess. Shit. Okay. Don't need that. They couldn't access that sugar anyway because it was, they'd have to get through the Hive Alive package, which they couldn't. So okay, they'll take care of that. Okay, I want to just scrape off a little bit of wax there. A little bit of excess wax. That won't go to waste. Bees are nice and calm. There's a live beetle right there. Not anymore. Okay, so I'm going to remove these Swiffer pads, and I have some new Swiffer pads to replace them. Bees are being really calm. They're not coming at me at all. It's nice. Nice bees. Some nice bees. It's nice and dry in here. I'm just wondering if that was part of my issue with the hives I lost. Did moisture get to them? Moisture being one of the bad guys, because it rains down on them and they get cold and then they freeze. So there's a whole bunch of that. There's a nice cluster right there. 2 boxes. I'm not going to give them another box today, but it looks like they're healthy. This is the top box. Are they in the bottom box too? I'm not sure. There is lots of room in here still though for them to expand out, so that's not a problem. Alright, same thing again. They got their Swiffer pads, oil traps, lots of bees. And on goes the top feeder board. And some liquid feed. Right over that group of bees there. And then we'll get another box and put that on top. Put that on top. Oh, there's bees in there again. Come on, girls, how she go? And the top cover. So that's what's going on in my bee yard today. A couple of expansions and feeding the bees. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care now, bye.